Hi, welcome to your tour of the course. This is just designed to give you a quick overview so that you can get started right away. So when you log into the class, you are going to go to content. That is where all the magic happens. And here you kind of see the layout of the course. We'll go through this getting started here in a second, but essentially there are 5 modules, and each one is due on a Tuesday at midnight. And we'll take a look at those in just a second. So in the getting started is where you will find a copy of the full syllabus. So be sure you have taken a look at that. A welcome video from me. And then a couple of things that I wanted you to know. First is that this first week I'd like you all to post a self-introduction. And I've asked you to change your profile or add some sort of picture or image. And I explain that when you click on it. Also, take advantage of this general questions board. That's a good place to ask any questions you have, whether it's about the content or the layout of the class. Oftentimes, I find that the students help each other before I even get a chance to assist you. But one way or the other, it's great for everybody to see the answers to the same questions. And again, if you ever need help finding the feedback that I've given you, sometimes D2L doesn't show you everything in every screen. So if you take a look at that, it'll show you how to find any comments I might have made about things that you have graded. So let's take a look at each module. They're all laid out exactly the same. Each module will cover 1 to 2 chapters. Within each chapter, you will see a couple of 2, maybe 3 activities about the chapter material. You will also see a chapter quiz. These are short little just reading comprehension quizzes. They are 15 questions long. You have 20 minutes, but you also have 2 chances to take those. So that's just to kind of help keep you accountable on your reading. In addition to each of the activities and the quiz for each chapter, you are asked to keep a journal. This is probably one of the most important things in the course, is that I ask you, and you can click here and look at it, I ask you to pick one concept from each chapter that you find particularly interesting or relevant to your life. And then I ask you to give me a very personal, detailed example of when you have seen that concept in your own life. Basically, I'm asking you to tell a story of when you experienced that. These are confidential. I'm the only one that will read those. So share as much as you feel comfortable doing in those journals. The other standard assignment that happens every week is the hot topic discussion. And I will post some sort of question or case study and ask you to respond. To get full credit for the hot topic, you need to answer the question and then reply to at least 3 of your classmates over the course of that week. And that's how you will receive full credit for those. That is just a chance for you to kind of talk about issues that are tangential to some of the material that we're reading, give a chance to build a sense of community. And I'm just asking that you stay respectful of each other's differences of opinion. And I think you'll enjoy those discussions. There are 2 additional assignments that are going to be due during Module 2 and Module 4, and that is a movie analysis. You will be doing 2 of these, and essentially I'm asking you to watch a movie, and I have given you some lists of potential movie options, and pick a chapter from the textbook and look for those concepts in that movie and write about it. I give you an example, I give you a rubric, I give you all sorts of information to help make that possible. You may certainly turn those in ahead of time, but again, they will definitely be due. One will be due Module 2, and one is also due Module 4. So you might want to look ahead to those and think about what movies you may already have access to or what might be coming on cable, etc. I think essentially that is all you need. If you just kind of stay on the content page, the links to everything you need are right here. But if you're kind of more of a big picture kind of person, whenever you're looking for all of the various discussions and activities, you can just come over there to this discussion board and it has everything laid out for you. One thing you should know is that most of your postings, I'm requiring you to post before you can see anybody else's material. So if you go in and it looks like nobody else has replied, it's just because you haven't replied yet. So you'll want to make sure that you jump in and get those discussions underway. If you're interested in finding all of the quizzes, those are under assessments and they're all laid out. It tells you when each one is due. Again, you do have 2 chances to take each of those, and it'll just give you the score of your highest. The Dropbox is for anything that is confidential. Your movie analysis papers will go there, as well as those journals. So please remember that these journals need to be completed, one for every chapter. Each journal entry is worth 20 points. I think that is essentially everything you need to know. Please feel free to ask more questions. I look forward to reading what you guys have to say and having a wonderful class.